Hello. So it's spring and I thought I'd just give you a little update. There's a bird singing. Oh, there he is. Right, I'll just show you this bird while he's here. Might scare him off. Don't really want to scare him. We are Blackbird. Hello. Anyway, as you can see, the apple tree is starting to come into blossom, and the ivy that I cut back has gone all brown, so the tree is free to grow again. I'm not sure. Some people, it's controversial as to whether ivy actually damages trees or not, but you can see there's still plenty of ivy left over here, so it will come back, but for the moment it's not there. And I've cut off some branches that are pointing over the driveway, so this isn't like a pruning masterclass or anything. This is quite a large branch to take off, and I've taken it back to the kind of like trunk, so it may be that it doesn't heal over. So here you can see one they've done before, and there's some woolly aphid in there. I don't know if you can see that. Camera definition might not be up to it, but it is healing over, and I've got something I can spray in there, which I'll talk about in a bit perhaps. So yeah, so the only reason I've cut these branches off was because they're blocking the driveway basically, which isn't the best reason to cut branches off, but it is a reason. So yeah, let's just show you some of the nice blossom. You can still hear the birds singing away. So yeah, I was talking to a chap the other day, and he wanted to do some grafting, and I said, oh, you've left it too late now. Unfortunately, he's missed it by just a couple of weeks. So this is the thing, like when you're working with apple trees, or well, I guess all kinds of plants, the seasons become much more obvious to you. So for me, in the winter, I'm pruning, so these branches I've cut off and the ivy and whatnot. And then when the sap starts to rise is when you do the grafting. And he was kind of like, oh, well, how do you know when the sap's rising? And it's when the little buds start to form on the tree. You can see it's starting to wake up. But before it's got to the point here where you see the blossom is starting to come. Now, it's a bit early for blossom still. We're end of April, and usually I have a blossom picnic sort of May, first week of May Day, that kind of time. Underneath here, this is some currants. You see they're coming along, and then these are all the brambles that I pulled out. So I don't know if you'll remember, I did a video called January Clear Out, and I was trying to get the brambles out from between those two fences there, which were coming in and damaging the bark of the tree. So that's all them. They're dried, so I'll use them for something, but I'll talk about that another time. Down here, so this is kind of around the tree. I'm trying to like stop the ivy creeping onto the tree as much. So I've put that's some lemon balm, or it's sometimes called bee balm. It's very good for bees. Melissa officinalis is the Latin name. So that's it. You can eat that. It's very nice in salads. It's similar in some way to nettles. kind of grows similarly to nettles. I don't know if it's directly related or not. Yeah, so it's a nice plant to have, and it fits well with the apple tree there. There's a currant behind there, which has been freed from all the brambles. Now this here is my witch hazel. So before, when I made a video, it had lovely yellow foliage on it, which you can see has become brown now. But the leaves have come out, and they're this lovely pale green in the dappled shade. So yeah, I really like this plant. So that's so you see, like in my garden, what I try to do is work at slightly different heights. So I've got the apple tree above. So if I go up, so I've got a lot of growing space up there. Hopefully a lot of these flowers will become apples. And then the witch hazel is slow, low growing kind of plant underneath, and this is on the south side, so it does get a little bit of sunshine. Now and then I've got these currants here, and then you saw that I'd got the lemon balm around the tree, and actually I've got these are some of my lavender cuttings in here. So they're not looking brilliant, but you can see the top bits are alive still, but there's a lot of dead material lower down. So I did the cuttings in the winter because my thinking was, you know, there's not much transpiration then, but of course there's not much growth either. Actually, I've got a currant here as well that I've just stuck in. That was a bit of the pruning of the currant that I've just stuck in there as well. So that looks to be doing something. Anyway, they are just about still alive, so we'll see what happens with them. The ones in my other pot aren't looking very good. We'll look at those in a minute. This is part of the bottom of the witch hazel has grown up. So the main decorative one is on some kind of rootstock, and this is the rootstock that's grown, and it's got different kind of shaped leaf and coloured flower, which is interesting, I think. Now here I've got another currant, and it's got this problem on the leaf. You see the discoloration on the leaf and the shape, and what that is aphids underneath there. So I don't know if you've seen my video about the ivy, boiling up the ivy. I was trying to make a detergent by boiling up ivy leaves. It was quite successful. Anyway, I've got some here, so it looks all a bit murky, but that's boiled up ivy leaves, just ivy leaves boiled in water. That I chopped them up first, and then I've got it in a spray here. So I'll give those aphids a bit of a soapy spray and see if that helps at all. So you can see I've got more lavender cuttings over here. These are some little mint plants. I've got apple mint, surprisingly, and this one I think is a chocolate mint. They're both being nibbled quite a lot. So, and then these cuttings here I don't think have survived. They don't look too good. But here, this is my little bonsai lilac. So you can see it's got some lovely little flowers on it, and I've been using that to kind of shield these cuttings. So that one is still alive. You can see there's some life in the leaves at the top there, but the other one's looking a bit not so great. And then I've got lots of these little plants coming up. I do know what they are. I'll probably eat them as microgreens. I'll just pull them up and eat them. And I've got some over here, so we can talk about these. So this is a plant now. We're in very bright sunshine here, so I don't know if this is going to... Let's move up a little bit, that's it. So this plant is called cinquefoil, or five-fingered grass, some people call it. The Latin, what's the Latin? Potentilla reptans, I think this one is. So potent is the same word. So you can make a lot of stuff with the roots of this. You can eat the leaves as well. So I've got lots of that coming up. That's kind of like the lowest level of my garden, so to speak, like the roots. That you can still use. And then I've got another one here. This one's Woodhaven's, or Herb Bennett is the Christianised name. I've got another video about that, so you can look back in my videos and learn about that one. So yeah, that's a nice little tour around. You can see around here. So this was where I had all the brambles coming through, and I've put down shredded up bits of tree down there. What were they? The lavender tree. So hopefully that will suppress the leaves a little bit. Hello, Milkins. Milkins has come over to see what I'm doing. How are you? You alright? Enjoying the sunshine? Trying to get some birds probably, aren't you? Yeah, I know what you're like. I think you like a bit of dappled shade, don't you? Bit of dappled shade. Yeah. Alright, see you later everyone.